Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Snow Goose Sun Bear Zodiac reading for August of 2024. We're going to jump right in and we're going to be doing a medicine wheel spread. So this looks at the alchemy of the medicine wheel. I'll be using, like I said, the Wild Unknown for the initial spread. And then I will clarify with the 1909 tarot. And at the end of the reading, I will use the Sacred Forest Oracle to pull three main themes for the month. So let's go ahead and get started for you snow geese out there. And so the snow geese is for anyone born December 22nd to January 19th. If you are not sure about your sun bear zodiac sign, check out the video from July 8th, the intro into the sun bear zodiac, where you can find your sign. Okay, so you snow geese. We always start in the center of the wheel, and we start with snake energy. So, um, hmm. So this snake, and again, so we're starting in the center of the wheel, and the center this is where our center power animal sits. It is for the earth count. It is, sorry, give me a second. It is um, humans. It is pure intellect and measure. It is the collective consciousness of all humans, and it is death and rebirth. For the great teachers, it is feelings, confrontation, defeat, and patience. So with this snake card in the center right now, this is saying the energy that you're sitting in this month. Um, you have a lot of creative potential, is what comes through with this snake card this month. A lot of creative potential. Um, And I'm feeling like an awakened magic. But let's pull a card from the 1909 to clarify that snake energy. Hmm. Okay, so with the snake, we have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is a card of um, it's freedom from what binds you. It is releasing yourself from any limiting beliefs or thoughts that you may have. Hmm. So, again, I feel like again the humans sit in the center, and it's I'm feeling of that you will be in the energy of uh, being human this month, and part of being human, um, can be having to realize some of our um, like I said, thoughts the things that we tell ourselves, our belief systems that are actually holding us back, and are what are keeping us stuck. Like I said, with this snake energy, though, it feels like there is so much potential there, so much creative potential. And I think what this is saying is don't allow your negative thoughts that may creep in um, to block that creative flow. Okay, next we go to the east of the wheel. And in the east of the wheel, this is where our warrior animal sits. It is also the sun and the stars in the earth count. And for the great teachers, we have rage and raw power. So here we have lion energy. Um, and again, in the east, this lion energy. Um, the lion is I'm feeling like the epitome of peace and strength. So your warrior animal is really coming through here, and asking you um, for personal and spiritual growth to find your strength. Um, it's also I'm also getting a need to um, not to waste your energy. Be very precise in your actions this month. Have patience and be very precise with your actions and your words. I'm feeling that raw power there too, and there's going to be a lot of power in your words. So make sure that, like I said, that you are being precise. That you are saying exactly what you mean. But let's clarify. Okay. Let's clarify this lion energy. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. You know what? Let's just give these. So with this lion energy, we have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords says that you are going to find your personal strength in forgiveness. It's like you are taking back and reclaiming your personal power. And again, in doing this, it makes sense that you would have to be very precise in your words and in your actions, because you want to take your power back without taking away anybody else's power. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so next we go to the west of the wheel. So in the west of the wheel, uh, this is where our healer animal sits. It is also the earth and the planets in the earth count. And for the great teachers, we have care and spirit that sit in the west. So here we have cheetah energy. So the cheetah is a very fast moving, masculine energy. It is like the solar force that shines from within. Um, I would say again care, and care can take different forms. So first of all, I would say take care, um, because this is a very fast moving energy. Um, take care to make sure that you are certain of the why before you go rushing into something. But let's clarify that uh, cheetah energy. Mhm. Okay, so with the cheetah, we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is a card of conflict within yourself. Um, so I think that is actually something that may need to be healed. Again, our healer animal sits in the West. Um, and I think there could be this month a conflict within yourself that needs to be healed. And I think that's why it's saying to connect with the why, and why you're doing something and why you're moving forward. And um, it almost feels like, some of you could be like trying really, really hard and pushing really, really hard and forward and fast with something. And it wants you to check in with the why. Why are you moving so fast? Why are you pushing this so hard? Um, because it almost feels like you could be part of the conflict is that you could be um, having the comparison game, or you could think that you have something to prove depending on who you are. Um, so just check in with the why and heal that conflict that is going on within you. Um, like I said, before you continue to move forward and especially push or rush forward, just make sure you're at peace within yourself with that fast moving energy. Okay, next we go to the south of the wheel. And in the south of the wheel, this is where our birth animal sits. So this would be where your snow goose sits in your medicine wheel. But it's also in the earth count. It is the plants and the spirit of all plants. And with the great teachers, it is pain and death. And again, I do like to remind people that death doesn't have to actually mean dying. It could just mean the end of something. So we start here with dragonfly energy. So when I think of the dragonfly, um, first of all, I always think about change, right? I think about change because the dragonfly can change directions so quickly and effortlessly. Like they make changes so quickly in their life. And they're always moving, they're always shifting. So let's clarify this dragonfly energy. Oh, the south of the wheel also represents our emotions as well, and water. So with this dragonfly, we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on too tightly. Well, it can be a card of holding on too tightly. And I kind of feel that down here with this dragonfly energy. Like I said, the dragonfly is always moving, it's always changing directions. Um, and I think sometimes as humans, we do hold on to things too tightly. And again, this is coming up in the area of your emotions. So I do feel like you could be actually holding on to certain emotions um, too tightly. And this dragonfly energy is asking you this month um, to kind of loosen the grips on those emotions and allow them to don't hold on to them, let them flow, right? Let them come and go and feel other emotions as well. Don't just hold on to the ones that you are used to. Um, there's so much more, I feel so much more joy that can be experienced. Yes, that is what I'm getting coming up in the south there. So next we move to the north of the medicine wheel. This is where our recapitulation animal sits. This is the area of our mind. For the earth count, this is the animal and the spirit of all animals. For the great teachers, it is the physical and fear. So in the area in the north, we have panther energy. So this panther energy, especially in the area of the mind. The panther energy is a card of um, purging. It's a card of like really, really getting rid of the unnecessary um, in our lives. Um, yeah, really purging the unnecessary. And again, it makes sense that because you had that Eight of Swords in the center there, which is about also about your thoughts and releasing yourself from negative thinking and negative belief systems. that you may have or negative beliefs that you may be carrying. And I really think that this panther is just showing up in the area of your mind. That this month, snow geese, you may have some of you may really um, need, or you may see a purging of those negative thoughts and those limiting beliefs, those things that hold you back. But let's just clarify this panther energy. Okay, we're gonna go with that one. Okay, so with the panther, we have the Knight of Wands. Um, yeah, so the Knight of Wands is a card of freedom and exploration. Um, It's also a card of adventure and fun. So again, showing up with this panther and having that need to purge the unnecessary in your mind, that's going to give you so much freedom, and it's like the freedom to explore, and it's going to allow you to look at things differently and maybe have more fun, and be more inspired um, and impassioned. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling up there. I love that. That is beautiful. Okay, next we go down to the southeast of the wheel. This is where our shadow animal sits. This is for the earth count. We have, sorry, give me a second. The great teachers and spirits. Yes, so our ancestors there too. And in the great teachers, we have loneliness and sex sit in the southeast. And again, sex doesn't have to mean sex. It's just about your sexuality, even your sensuality. Um, so here we have oyster energy. So the oyster energy is about a hidden treasure, right? Because oysters have pearls um, inside. Now it's showing up here, like I said, in the southeast. And again, this is where our shadow animal sits. But also that spirits, and I'm kind of feeling it from both of those um, right now. So kind of what I see at the moment with that shadow animal is that when a pearl is created, it actually starts as a grain of sand, right? So the grain of sand gets into the oyster, and it starts off as an irritant. It bothers the oyster. And so the oyster starts creating a coating around the piece of sand, right? And it keeps making that coating, creating that coating around that piece of sand, that little irritant. Um, and it actually turns it. That's what creates the pearl. So it actually turns that little irritant into something totally beautiful. Um, and I'm feeling for a lot of you snow geese that there is something truly beautiful inside you right now. Um, but it's like there's something in your shadow that is keeping you from allowing that treasure to come forward. Um, but let's clarify this oyster and see where it's going. All right. So with the oyster, we have this Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is a card of quality work. So with the oyster, I feel like you've really been working on it. And actually now with that Eight of Pentacles, I kind of feel like you've already kind of been maybe working on um, your shadow side, your shadow self, um, really putting in a lot of work. And in doing so, like that work is that coating around that little piece of sand. So all of this hard work that you've been doing is creating something absolutely beautiful. And I think you're going to start seeing some of that this month. I love it. Okay, next we move over to the southwest of the wheel. This is where our dreamer animal sits. In the earth count, this is the sacred dreams of life and the kachinas. Um, for the great teachers, it is honesty and need. So we start here with stingray energy. Mm. So this stingray energy, first thing I get is like you can see if you can there, it's kind of got the different chakras going up it there. So I'm kind of feeling like a developing of um, confidence. Like I feel you growing, really growing this month. And again, which also makes sense with all the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Panther energy, this Eight of Pentacles, and the Oyster, the hard work. Um, yeah, I really see a lot of confidence and growing and a desire to want to grow even more. But let's clarify this stingray energy. So with the stingray, we have, yes, the Four of Wands. So this is a card of celebration. It's actually another card of freedom. Um, so again, I really feel like you are entering this time of um, like healing and growth, and it's going to be bringing you so much needed freedom or the feeling of freedom. I think that's what I'm feeling is that need from the great teachers, and I feel like the need that some of you may have had is that need to feel free, to have that freedom, and I feel like with the growth and the healing, you are going to be finding a lot of that freedom. Next, we go up to the northwest of the medicine wheel. This is where our death animal sits. It is also um, in the earth count. It is the cycles of natural law and the Shinamiya, sorry, as well as for the great teachers, it is testing and seeking. So we start here with this frog energy. And again, the frog energy is it's a cleansing, clearing, and healing. Which again, I do believe that you are it. That's what you are all about this month. Snow geese is really um, clearing, cleansing, um, and healing. Mm. And releasing, and also forgiveness with that Three of Swords that you had there too. Let's clarify this frog energy. So with the frog, we have this Knight of Swords. Um, so honestly, the Knight of Swords, I usually when I get the Knight of Swords, it's usually my card that says to slow down. And again, you did have that fast moving cheetah energy sitting in the west. Um, so again, I'm not really feeling the slow down and definitely don't stop is what's coming through. Um, but again, just make sure that you're checking in with yourself, like I said, that with that cheetah card on the why with this, and don't go rushing in to something that you're not sure of the why. I hope that makes sense. Okay, next we move over to the northeast of the wheel. This is where our past life animal sits. For the earth count, it is uh, moon movement and energy and pure science. For the great teachers, this is where victory and love sit. So here we have tarantula energy. Um, So, right, the what's coming through with this um tarantula is that you are going to be like after all of this, you are going to be refocusing your attention and refocusing um, your energy. And I feel like you are going to be definitely more focused. I know this is not the area of your dreams, but I do feel like you are going to be more focused on your dreams. And I think that's coming to me from that love that sits there, right? Um, it's almost like I see you falling in love with your dreams again this month. But let's clarify this tarantula. Yes. So, yes, with this, um, you have the Two of Wands. And with this Two of Wands, like I really see this, like you have the whole world in your hands. Like this guy has the world right in the palm of his hands. Um, you know, and I feel like I said, you are going to feel that energy by the end of August. You will feel that energy of things opening up for you, of you being able to see um, the different possibilities and the different choices that you have ahead of you. Um, and again, I really see you falling in love with your dreams again this month, snow geese, or at least maybe some of you. And I absolutely love this reading. I think it's wonderful. So let's pull three main themes for the from the Sacred Forest for this month of August. Hmm. Okay. So there are three main themes for the snow geese are trust, joy, and knowledge. Those are the three main themes. So, first of all, with this trust card, I would say trust the trust the process. Um, trust what you know, not necessarily what you believe. Trust what you know this month. And if you don't know, seek the knowledge. And I really do like I see a lot of healing this month for you. Um, and a lot of it in, like I said, in the area of your mind. But you know, you have this knowledge card again, and so I see a lot of changes happening and transformations happening within your mind that again are going to bring you so much joy into your life. I absolutely love it. Okay, so yes, that was the August reading for the Sun Goose or the Snow Goose Sun Bear Zodiac. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment and let me know if you enjoyed your reading and if anything really resonated with you. Thank you for watching. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you later. Bye for now.